Who wants to ask question number 6?
Can I ask a second question?
If there are no other takers, yeah.
When you're talking about the plank and the speck, I was thinking about, and the word says that, we not to judge one another,
Yeah.
right? And people tend to say, oh, you can't tell me anything, you're judging, you're judging, you're judging. But I believe Christ went on to say that, we have to make a righteous judgment. So you want to, say a few words about that. If taking out the plank from somebody's eye, not the plank, the speck, and you
Mm.
have in the beam, do you see any correlation there to, when people say you can't judge them?
Yeah. Okay, so notice that in verse 5 of chapter 7, when the Bible says, "You hypocrite, first take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck." The Bible suggests that you will have the ability to remove the speck, right? Once you first remove the plank from your own eyes. So, what this is saying is that you can make righteous judgments concerning matters relating to other people if you first allow the Lord to deal with your own heart. So you can only judge righteously. And this is the point. You're not judging in the flesh. You're not judging according to your pride, or according to your arrogance. You're not judging according to what you think, you are better at because of your 15 years of being saved. And, that person is a new, sometimes we look down on new believers because they don't know anything, but we know so much. We must never do that because your judgment is out of the arrogance of your 15 years of being saved. All right. When in reality, there may be people who are also 15 years saved and doing much more than you and far more advanced than you. You see the point now? So that we must be very careful when we open our mouths to speak against things as it relates to people. We cannot be quick to judge because that may be the same point at which God judges us because we were too arrogant to correct ourselves on the same point. So before you move to take the speck out of somebody's eye, remove the plank that is in yours. Then you can now judge righteously according to God's standard with humility so that God doesn't judge you. Because the Bible says, "For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged. With the measure you use, it will be measured to you." So if you don't use any mercy, if you don't use any humility, if you don't use any love, that same measure will be judged back to you. So take the thing out of your eye first, and then you will have the capacity, the love, the humility, the heart, all these things to lovingly correct people. Does that help?
Yes, yes. Thank you again. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Awesome.
I would leave the questions to others now.